You know what makes me really happy? Delicious seafood recipes. The kind that you feel like you're eating at a restaurant, but at home, and you pat yourself and go, I make that. And that's exactly what we're gonna make today. This maple miso salmon recipe. Quick, delicious, let's get started. Check out this salmon. I got an entire piece of salmon, which I already cut 2 servings out for another garlic butter salmon recipe, also on this channel. I'll link below, but the rest of it, we are going to use some today, and the rest I'm gonna freeze for later. I got this in the mail, I'm not even kidding. Fulton Fish Market, delivered right to my door, packed so well with ice and everything else. I'm just going to cut 2 individual portions like that. And I know that a lot of my community members have been asking me for more seafood recipes because A, we're not going out to eat as much, and B, resources of where to buy high quality proteins, including seafood, because we're not going to the store as much, and there's something about letting someone else pick out your seafood that's kind of like, So I found this great resource. I'll link it right below this video. This is not sponsored. I just happen to really like convenience things. So this one piece of salmon, I mean, it's beautiful. Like, this is what you want. You want fresh seafood that doesn't smell fishy. I know it's kind of an oxymoron, but that's exactly what you want. Beautiful coloring like that. So we're gonna cut 2 pieces. Although the recipe, which all the details and ingredients are gonna be below the video, does call for 4 servings, but I mean, I'm not gonna eat all 4 today, so 2 is it. I'm gonna place this straight into my sheet pan like that, 2 pieces. Now, if you're kind of scared of ordering seafood online because you don't know what to do with a large piece of fish like this, super simple when you first get it. If you just kind of figure out how many portions you're gonna need for that recipe, and then you can individually slice your pieces and wrap them in plastic wrap really tightly, place them in a freezer bag, and then freeze it for another meal. But it does pay off to get high quality ingredients delivered right to your door and making sure that nothing goes to waste. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Now, of course, they don't just have salmon. I also ordered some shrimp, which, I have this recipe, I'll link below, that I just filmed today too, because I love sharing seafood and easy family recipes with you that you can make, because that's how I often show in my meal plans how new recipes are made, by adding a video, so you're not as intimidated to try something new. There is free delivery on all the seafood, so over $99, so I feel like if I stock up my freezer, it kind of pays off, so that's always a great idea. I'm gonna create a miso maple glaze with maple syrup right in this bowl. And then I have white miso paste. You can find this in the refrigerated section at the grocery store. You can make miso soup, use it with rice, but also makes amazing glazes. So that goes in the bowl too. And then I also have some sesame oil. I'm not gonna use all of it, just about half it's called for in the recipe. I love toasted sesame oil. Like, when it cooks, it gives recipes a really delicious flavor. And we are just going to mash this up. So this is our glaze, and I'm gonna grab a spoon, place it right over my salmon. And then with my spoon, I'm gonna spread it right over the top. To make this meal ultra fast and convenient, we're also going to roast some veggies with it. So I chopped up some cabbage, red cabbage, but I mean, honestly, Napa cabbage or your favorite vegetable, as long as it's chopped really fine and small, because the salmon is only gonna cook for about 15 minutes. So you want to make sure that your veggies are cooked through, obviously. So if you have a really chunky piece like this, just separate it right onto it. I love roasted purple cabbage. It becomes like really sweet and delicious. If you've never tried it, you definitely should. I pre-chopped extra to make spring rolls. I love purple cabbage spring rolls. They're like really pretty. So I chop once, prep for later. Just my sort of tips that I always include in our meal plans, because who wants to spend all night cooking? Plus, when everyone's hungry, like, that's the last thing you want to do. The rest of the sesame oil, I'm going to just drizzle right over the cabbage. And if you're like, how do you come up with these things? Like, how do you know when to chop what and how to save time? Well, guys, I do this for a living, honestly. I create meal plans since 2012. So I've been thinking about how to cook ahead and save time, because with 3 kids at 6 o'clock, like no one wants to be whipping up like new meals. So I will take all the shortcuts I can take, which I always include them in my weekly meal plans. And if you're just new here and have no clue what I'm talking about, make sure to check the link right below this video. I'll link you a free sample you can print out and go from there. So with clean hands, you're just going to toss that purple cabbage with that sesame oil so all of it gets coated and it tastes delicious. And we are gonna place this guy in the oven. While the salmon is cooking, I also have some rice cooking in the rice cooker, so that's also going, and I have a video on this channel on how to make perfect rice cooker rice, so make sure to check that out if you have trouble figuring out what the little lines in your rice cooker mean. But I pre-chopped some cucumber for Mediterranean salad bowls that I have also this week, but to make this ultra epic, I'm gonna make some English cucumber with some white rice vinegar as well, so I can use some of that crunchy with my cooked salmon in the bowl. So good. So I wanna leave this absorbing the flavors. Set it aside. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That toasted sesame oil, so super. So I'm just going to serve this salmon and roasted cabbage with some rice I made in the rice cooker, and we're gonna serve up our salmon. Awesome, like check out the coloring. It's perfectly cooked, pink, so good. Okay, so we have our roasted cabbage, and I am such a texture person. I made a little crunchy with everything else. So I'm just going to top some of this cucumber. And there you have it, guys. Check it out. Perfectly cooked, flaky. That miso and the maple syrup, really good. Make sure to grab the recipe right below this video and hit that red subscribe button so you and I get to cook together every single week. See you next time.